Today, on Be Something Wonderful, the most natural and powerful affirmation ever to bend reality in all time. I am your host, Tom Kearin, and this is the Be Something Wonderful studio of higher consciousness, where we help you level up and become the best version of yourself. Creators, welcome back. Big video this morning. I want to talk about this session that I have with an ongoing client that often uses Neville Goddard's revision to change his reality, to reshape his experience of 3D reality, his linear experience of 3D reality, and he changes it in all time. He said, Tom, I really want to talk to you about this because I have taken revision, I think, to a whole new level, especially with the focus that you've had on I am and your I am awareness. And so in the past, he would remember what revision is. Let's hit that first. Remember that there's no facts. Nothing is final. So this means if there's a past event or something happened that is not your ideal, it's not what you would have liked to happen, it's not what you would have liked to experience, you can use revision, this idea of revision, to imagine and assume that it happened differently, that it happened according to how you would have liked it to happen, how you would have liked to seen it. So remember, and what he's getting at is this whole idea of being in that vertical, affirming your I am, he adds this before he revises anything. He affirms I am, just I am, in an alpha state, relaxes, right? Completely relaxes his body, gets in, closes his eyes, breathes deeply, and just affirms I am. And then revises that scene or event. We're going to talk about one specific event that he mentioned in a few minutes, but very powerful, right? And remember, what is revision? To imagine and assume the past, a person or event or condition, as you would like it to be, not as it appears to be. In other words, you're remembering it differently now. And when you remember it differently now, it changes all time. I want to point out here, look how I've written the definition of revision here. I didn't say imagine, assume the past as you would have liked it to be, or as you would have liked to experience it, and not as it had appeared to be or appeared to be. I'm doing it all in the present tense, all how you would like it to be now, as it appears to be now, because that past event, like all events, all frames of reality, are happening right now. So when you imagine it differently, when you assume it differently, you're changing it right now in all time. Do you see it? The thing that keeps us tied to the past, the thing that keeps us recreating similar realities or moving to similar lifelines, is our belief, our absolute assumption that the past is real and unchangeable, fixed and unchangeable. But revision is showing you that it's not fixed, that it's not unchangeable, and in fact it changes right now from this now moment. That's powerful. Hold on to this. Remember, you're assuming it as you would like it to be now, not as it appears to be. Not as you would have liked it to be or appeared to be. That assumes that there's a past, that there's something that's not happening right now. It's happening right now. That's what makes revision powerful. And this is what makes him adding this element of affirming, of going into it's almost a little meditation that he goes into from the alpha state before he revises the event, putting him in that now moment where he can remember it differently, where he can change the past, which changes the present and changes the future. It changes all time. Remember, I am is now, and I am is your creative power. That's the word of God. That's the creative power of God. To imagine or assume is timeless, and that's your creative act. To imagine it differently, to assume it differently, you're enacting the creative power of God, of that I am. Stay with me here. Let's see if we can get this. Now, in his case, he has two other partners, and I think they do commercial real estate deals. And there's always a lot of arguing going on and about what the right structure should be and so forth. And there was a deal that was dead. He said the deal was dead, Tom. And this is a past deal that they hadn't heard from. And now they were working on another one, right? A new one. But they were arguing again. So what did he go in? He revised it. He just revised it that they never argue. That yes, they disagree in certain areas, but they do come to agreement. And that's what he imagined with this current deal that is not finalized yet, right? That they're not arguing, that he's remembering the day's events differently. And he's just remembering that they never argue, that they always come to agreement. They have a spirited disagreement, but it's not, they don't dig in. This is what he did. Remember, he's imagining it as he would like it to be now, as it appears to be, not as it appears to be, as he would like it to be now. It's really just an imaginal act. Just like you imagine how you would like things to be, how you would like to create something in the future, you imagine it from this now moment. You imagine how you would like to experience that. You imagine being congratulated. It's the same thing with past events because all events are happening now. As he did that, I think it was within a week, he said, that they heard back from that prior deal that was dead. His business partner said, "You won't believe this. It's not that deal is alive, that they want to go through with it with just a few small changes." So they actually agreed with the terms that my client wanted, that his business partners were disagreeing with a few small changes that the business partners actually wanted major changes, but they had a few small changes that his partners wanted. So the deal came together through all of them, through this agreement that he revised and imagined. Very powerful. So I want to really point this out. Remember, your assumptions are the creative act. They're your beliefs about who you are, your identity, and your relationship to the world. Who you are, who are you? Like with my client, are you this guy that always gets in disagreements with his business partners? Or you're the guy that you guys are always, you have spirited disagreements, but in the end it's light, it's fun. You come to an agreement at the end of it. He changed the identity, he changed who he is and his relationship to the world, in other words, to his business partners, right? Your I am awareness, so assumptions are the creative act. Your I am awareness is the creative power, right? Remember from Scripture, in the beginning was the Word, I am. And the Word was with God, I am. And the Word was God, I am. I am is God, was God. It was in the beginning as I am. Before Abraham, I am. So in the beginning was the Word, it was with God and was God. That's your power. I am is one with the great I am. It's one with Source. I and the Father are one, but the Father is greater than I. Your true self, the real you, that's your divine identity. That's what he's invoking with his affirmations, right? He's empowering that revision in the now moment, right? Creating all time. I am is beyond time and space. Before Abraham, I am. Before time and space, before any conditions, before people, events, and circumstances, before any of that is just I am. It's the eternal moment. Therefore, when you declare and affirm I am, it is the ultimate act of revision. Hear this. As you summon all power in all time, I am is the ultimate act of revision. When you say I am, just I am, you're revising all time. You're bringing all power to the present moment. You're creating a clean slate of all possibilities existing in that moment. That all realities exist, that all possibilities exist. And remember, I am is love, as we said in that membership video that we released, right? There's only love. So you're summoning love, the power of the universe, the power of God in all time to this present moment. So whatever you revise must be reality. Whatever you assume and imagine must be reality. Because that's the creative act. And I am is the creative power. This is powerful today. The biggest limiting belief and assumption that keeps you from seeing, perceiving, and experiencing all your wishes and desires fulfilled now is your assumption that the past is fixed and unchangeable, and that the future is uncertain and unpredictable. Do you see it? That idea that you're in this linear time, that you go from the past to the present to the future, that fixed and unchangeable past creates your present, and that your present creates the future, and that the future is uncertain because of all that. It's unpredictable. You don't know, right? In other words, your beliefs and assumptions in linear time is your biggest limiting belief, right? Hear this. It's that belief. It's that root assumption that keeps you from seeing what you want. And so what do we want to do? We just want to loosen it a bit. Loosen that belief in linear time. You're going to still use linear time in your everyday experience of 3D reality, but we want to loosen it to know that all things are possible, right? That the unchangeable past, those conditions that we believe are unchangeable, that we believe are fixed, you believe they're cause or source of the present. We believe in the past, and we believe it's the cause of our present conditions, our present life, and that the present 3D conditions cause or a source of the future. But none of those conditions are source of anything. You are. You, through your I am, through your assumptions of the creative act, what you assume and declare and imagine, right? When you believe in that past, when you believe in that linear time, that uncertain future, this keeps you in a state of feeling guilt and regret about the past, and worry and uncertainty about the future. Wow, so powerful. Let's get it. So, and therefore, you feel stuck and powerless to change your life, your reality, your identity, your film role. I get that all the time. I feel powerless. I feel stuck. Nothing's changing. Nothing's moving, as we pointed out in the videos yesterday. Here you are. You believe in that linear time moves like this, in this one direction, right? In this direction. You believe you're in a river, right? And the past is unchangeable. And you have regret, and you feel guilt, and you feel blame, or you're just reminiscing about the past, some good things. It doesn't matter. Either way, you believe it's fixed, and it's the cause of the present moment. So you're feeling powerless, right? And then you're feeling powerless to create your future, so you worry and you're uncertain about the future. Do you see it? When you're thinking of the past, you're not merely remembering it. Remember, everything is an imaginal act. Everything is an image or frame of reality. And it all exists in that film roll archive. When? Right now. So you're not merely remembering it, you're creating it right now. Hear this, as proof or evidence of who you are or who you assume yourself to be. That's what we use the past to do, to prove who we are now. I'm that person who went through this, who did this. Our story of our past is we use it as proof and evidence of who we are. When the only evidence is what you declare yourself to be right now from this I am moment. Do you see that? That's powerful. Remember, your past is not source or cause of anything. It's not the source or cause of your present. You are the cause. You are source in your assumptions about the past right now. That's the creative act. I am is the source, and your assumptions is the creative act, as I am. Wow, that's powerful. So remember, time is not this linear experience of going up the river, right? Because then we really would be going up the river. I've pointed this out in many videos now. It's a lake. It's an eternal now. This is infinity. And from that I am moment, from that now moment, you are sending out ripples of events of past, present, and future from your assumptions right now. Time is not a linear river moving from the past to the present to the future, but it's a lake of the eternal moment and now. Your assumptions right now determine the ripples of realities, past, present, and future events that are being sent out from this powerful now moment. You determine it all right now. You create it now. You're the center of infinity. You're the center of God consciousness. You're the center of that I am awareness. Now is the moment, the infinite moment, from which all events, all realities, and all time flows. Wow. That's why the art of revision is so powerful, because it all comes from the now moment. You create the past, present, and future right now with your assumptions. It's the moment, the infinite moment, the eternal moment from which all events, all realities, and all time flows. Very powerful. And so your focus and attention, in other words, your assumptions and beliefs, right now create your entire experience of reality in the present, in the past, and in the future, right? In the present, in the past, you're remembering. In the future, you're imagining. So your focus and attention, your assumptions and beliefs right now create your entire experience of reality in the present, the past that you're remembering, and the future you are imagining. So in the present that you're experiencing, in the past that you're remembering, in the future you're imagining, it's all created right now with your assumptions. This is why guilt, regret, or blame in the past makes no sense. It makes no sense. You're recreating, you're infecting yourself, as Neville Goddard says, right? To regret or blame or feel guilty is to reinfect yourself with those past events. You're recreating those events, right? Or to feel indecision or stuckness in the present doesn't make sense. You're not stuck. We just showed that. Or to feel worry or doubt or fear, uncertainty in the future. None of that makes any sense anymore when you know this. It makes no sense. You're a new identity in each now moment, right now. A new reality, a new past, present, and future. A new you. Because you're that multidimensional new you. You're that multidimensional new you, right? There are no comebacks. There are no setbacks. There's nothing final. You get to decide it in the now moment. It's all fresh. It's a clean slate. That's powerful. So be still and know that I am God. That's why that's one of the most powerful creative verses in the Bible. Be still, close your eyes, relax, and breathe deeply. Affirm that I am. There's no affirmation more natural or more powerful than I am. I think one of you were pointing to that affirmations can feel unnatural. But there's nothing more natural than just saying, I am. And when you say, I am, you're invoking all realities, all possibilities. You're invoking the love of God. Where the peace and love and joy of God, that's the ultimate affirmation. From that moment, from that I am awareness, centered in your true identity, your I am, in the one and only reality, try the ultimate act of revision of I am. This is what he was getting at. It's the ultimate act of revision. From that I am awareness, assume it differently, imagine it differently. That past event or that memory or that mental image that you believe is so fixed and so real, right? So unchangeable. Imagine and assume it differently. Assume the conversation was different. Assume the event happened differently to your ideal. Remember it the way you would have liked to experience it. That creates it right now. That changes it in all time. Remember it how you would have liked to experience it, because you're experiencing it again in this now moment. You're creating it again in this now moment. Your assumption right now about the past is the creative act. Your I am, within which your assumptions exist and live and have their being, right, is invoked as the only creative power, right? So remember, your assumption right now about the past is the creative act. Your I am, within which your assumption is invoked, is the only creative power, right? You move in the eternal present to the script, the film roll, the timeline, the parallel reality that has your new past and your new future. And of course, your new present moment, right? You're always in a new present moment. And like revising the past, because all events are happening right now, when you assume and imagine your desired future, right? Your imagined frame of reality, you're also revising, rewriting, and recreating new realities in all time. So whether you're remembering a past event, how you would have liked it to be, or how you would have liked to experience it, or imagining your future as you would like it to be, You're changing all time. You're imagining all events right now in the present moment as you would like them to be, because they're all happening right now. It's timeless. Your reality can be completely changed and altered across the board. Past, present, and future, when you choose and assume it to be so from the awareness center, from that I am, from that absolute conviction of I am. Try this. Try what my client did. Revise something. Change the event. It's the most natural and powerful affirmation ever to bend reality or revise reality or change reality or create new lifelines and film roles right now. I am your host, Tom Kearin, and this is the Be Something Wonderful studio of higher consciousness, where we help you level up and become the best version of yourself. Creators, thank you. Thank you for being with me. Thank you for liking and sharing and commenting on the videos. Thank you for being part of our Facebook group that's growing more and more every day. The Be Something Wonderful Ambassadors at facebook.com/groups/Be Something Wonderful. For joining us on Instagram and Twitter at Tom Kearin. And for joining our membership channel. If you've joined, thank you. If you haven't, check it out. We just released a video yesterday, or the day before, I guess. No, I think it was yesterday. I don't know now. Just on the membership channel, a new one, very powerful video. We also have a live stream scheduled for September 24th. I've been saying September 26th. It's September 24th. It's a Sunday at 9 a.m. in the morning, Pacific Coast Standard Time, right here, live from Las Vegas. I'm going to come to you with this live stream, with this live event. And I'm going to answer some of your questions that you've been sending me on info@besomethingwonderful.com. Keep your questions coming, guys. With great love, with great light and infinite gratitude, this is Tom Kearin from the studios of Be Something Wonderful in Las Vegas. Creators, until next time, see you soon.